Hello, my name is Keith Hendricks. I'm Product Marketing Manager for John Deere Utility and Compact Loaders. We spent a few minutes talking about the tractors themselves. Now let's spend a few minutes on one of the implements that we normally see about 75–80% take rate, which is the loader. So come on over and let's look at a few differences. First, let's look at what we call our global carrier. This carrier assembly, basically you pull the pin one time, you lock it in place, you disconnect your bucket, you back away, and we go to attach your next implement, you hook it up, you roll your implement back, the pin goes back in place, no need in getting out of the tractor anymore. On the Kubota, they have what's called the skid steer carrier. You pull both levers up, disconnect your bucket, but when you come back to attach the next time, you have to get back out one extra event and push those handles back down in place. Next, let's look at our parking system. We have a one-piece parking handle to use. You lower your parking stand, no extra tools, no parts needed. Versus the Kubota, you do have a little bit of a hardware you need to use, not quite as ergonomic, and you need to put that back in a specific spot thereafter. Next, let's look at our parking pin. So when you go to remove this pin, you remove pressure from the loader, you pull the pin, it stays in place, you disconnect your loader, no loose hardware around. Where on the Kubota, through the same process, this pin comes all the way out, you would need to remember to put it in and hope that it's still in place when you come back the next time. One extra item that you mentioned inside the cab a while ago was the ergonomics. As you remember, we have a very ergonomically joystick handle placed in the operator station, very easy to use, comfortable for an all-day operation. And as you'll see, the Kubota is a little bit different. Once you get into the experience and operate that machine, you'll notice it's not quite as comfortable. So here we have the right-hand side of our tractor where we have our 4 hoses, what we call our quick couplers. So when you go through the process of disconnecting your loader, which is done pretty frequently, you simply have an easy-to-use, very ergonomically placed location. You pull the hoses, you sit on the side, you back your tractor out. Now let's go to look at the Kubota and compare how easy it may be to get access to that point. You'll notice their hydraulic hoses are between the engine and the mounting frame. As you can see, it's very difficult to get to. Think about how frequently you do remove that loader, and how much more difficult it will be to get access to this point each and every time. So when you're talking about load carrying capability, let's look at where the mass is. We reinforce our loaders with castings. We put the strength in the material where it needs to be, which when you compare on the Kubota, you'll notice a lot less material in this specific location, which is going to result in potentially lower reliability. So we talked about a few of the key differences between the John Deere loader and the Kubota. Keep in mind, this is a truly fully integrated solution. If you're looking for a workhorse, you're looking for a machine that's born to work, there's only one solution. That's John Deere.